My husband and myself met very, very early in our life. I was 18 years old. He was 22. We both come from extremely humble families. I'm a 10th grade dropout. My husband, Bobby's a 9th grade dropout.
Wow.
When I met him, he just wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I had no freaking clue what that meant.
You're like, come again?
I was like, what? What is that? But I loved it. I was like, you know what? I had dropped out of school because I had to be able to support myself because my family we were 7 siblings, and we just couldn't afford to do things that I wanted to do for myself. And I figured school's really not going to be for me. I have to go out there and just go attack the world. But I didn't know that I was going to attack the world the way we did. So, but when I met my husband, it just kind of clicked, and we said, like, let's go for it. Didn't really know much about being an entrepreneur, but his mindset just really helped me guide the way. And once me and him put our powers together, we were able to conquer so much and learn along the way. I mean, these 32 years that Bobby and I have been together have been a amazing journey, a big roller coaster, but has been so much fun and so amazing to be able to go through it. So that's, a little bit of the background. If not, we'll stay here for a whole hour.
Yeah, exactly. They're completely amazing. One of my favorite couples ever. I love my husband and myself, and we actually have a lot of people in the company who are in business together, and we actually do coaching for a lot of these people because it's one of the main questions I get. How do you work with your spouse, right? And who better than you, because they have built a dream life. I think I have a dream life, and I feel like I'm just getting started, which is crazy because it's been 14 years of nonstop 24/7, and that's a big misconception in my personal opinion these days, that everybody wants everything now, and how inaccurate is that?
Very inaccurate. It does not happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you could have. I don't care. It just does not happen that way. You need stepping stones to get where you want to go in your life, and the journey and the empire that you want to build just cannot be built in one day.
100%. So Bobby, my husband loves Bobby. He's like obsessed with him. Now he's doing coaching with your husband, and improving as you're growing is so important, especially from real people that have done it, because there's so many coaches out there that teach you how to do things that they've never done. And it's like having a coach that's out of shape. It just doesn't work like that. That's not reality, right? And unfortunately, I feel a lot of people fall for this. And for me, I'm like, the proof is in the pudding. Show me, right? And my husband and myself, very much like you guys, we met, worked. When I say 24/7, if we didn't have to sleep, we didn't have kids back then. Now we have 2 kids, which we absolutely adore, but it's a different ball game. You also had kids young on early.
Yeah, 19 years old. 6 months after I met Bobby, we got pregnant. Yes.
See, I was 30 and I wasn't ready, but you're never really fully ready for children. If anything, I feel kids help you get that clarity and that focus that you need to say, okay, this is where I'm going, and I'm going to avoid all the distractions, right? So for Albert and myself, he was doing loans, I was doing real estate. And we literally teamed up and worked. It was, our life revolved around work, which for us, it made us happy because I love working, and you, till this day, we're like working out, and she's telling me about her day, because we go to Miami and we visit you guys, and hopefully one day we'll be in Miami soon with you guys, but long story. So it takes a lot of years, and me and my husband are always looking for information to implement. Now, that's how we built the Mortgage Guys and Ambiance, right? I know you guys have BHG, which you built for years, exited out, right? Then they went into all this real estate. I'll let her explain, because it's absolutely fascinating to me how much you can do with the right partner.
100%.
Right? But how did BHG start?
So it's a long story, but I'm going to try to put it in a short one for you. Sure. Yeah. So Bobby and I were looking for businesses. We had done many, many businesses that failed for many reasons, and we learned from those failures. And once our daughter was born, which is, I think I always tell, Priscilla, I always tell Priscilla she's the blessing in our life, because I don't know that we would be able to accomplish what we had accomplished if it wasn't that we had that drive, because we had that little girl that we needed to support, and we weren't going to do the same that our parents did. So I always tell her, thankful for her that she came in the wrong time, I thought, but in all actuality, it was the perfect time. It was exactly what we needed in order to achieve what we have. Yeah. But we started businesses and just started to dabble with no money, no knowledge really on how to run businesses. And we came across, an ad on the USA Today about leasing broker manual. You buy this manual and it teaches you how to be a leasing broker. And we were like, you know what is this? Like, we didn't know, but we were looking for so many businesses that we wanted something that was unique, something that not everybody did, so that we could try to make something out of it and not have so much competition. And Bobby really went into it and he was in the Better Business Bureau, and he actually went to this company to get them to buy the Better Business Bureau membership. And the gentleman that owned the manual business, the broker leasing business, fell in love with Bobby.
Everybody does.
And he said, you know what? You buy this manual, you come with me, and I'm going to teach you the full ropes of how this business runs. And when Bobby got back home and tells me about this, I'm like, I love it. Let's do it. Let's take the chance. I was working at a doctor's office doing ultrasounds. And I said, you know what? You go ahead and you start the business. When I come home, we'll work it out. We'll figure it out. I'll do the nighttime. You do the daytime. And we really looked into this business and fell in love with the process of getting this business done. And we started, Bobby and I, in our living room of a little apartment that we had that was like, I don't know, probably 600 square feet. And Bobby would work in there, and we just started really putting all of our failure lessons into this business. What did we do wrong with all the other failures that we did? And we implemented it into this business. And little by little, we were able to create a business and I'm not going to tell you it was from one day to another. It took us 25 years to get it to where we were able to sell the business.
It was
a long road, but we fell in love with the process of creating an empire. 100%. And through those lessons, I was working, like I said, first for a whole year. Bobby was doing 3 jobs, I was doing 2, and we had a baby. So we built this up little by little, step by step. We did not jump from here to there. And we just decided that we were going to be very focused on making this one work. It was a business that had a lot of potential. And Bobby loves sales, understands how to create a culture with salespeople. And it was just something that we just said, this is it.
What we're doing.
And 25 years later, we were able to sell that business that my mom lent us $1,700 for, and sold it for a $1 billion evaluation on that business. So, but it was a lot of work. It was not easy. We failed a couple of times. We almost lost the businesses, but it was just the tenacity, the perseverance that Bobby's PMA, the stack and rack, the non-refundable minutes, all of those things that we implemented through those 20-something years that really got us where we're at today.
It's like 24/7 for years, which is what a lot of people don't see. They see the end result, but they don't realize what it took to get here. Mm-hmm.